But people love to defend their anger. They say, "My anger is justified. I am angry about injustice, about corruption, about the terrible things happening in the world. My outrage proves that I am a good, moral person." This is the greatest, most seductive lie of the modern era, the illusion of righteous anger. Society has convinced you that being emotionally disturbed by a problem is the same thing as solving it. It is not. Anger is loud, sloppy, and entirely useless. It is weakness masquerading as strength. If you truly want to fix a problem, if you truly want to help your family, your community, or the world, you need a mind of absolute ice. You need clarity, strategy, and relentless execution. Anger clouds your judgment and makes you reckless. Marcus Aurelius, an emperor who commanded massive armies and dealt with unimaginable betrayal and political corruption, knew that he could not afford the luxury of outrage. He wrote, "How much more grievous are the consequences of anger than the causes of it." He understood that the damage you do to yourself and your own cause while throwing a psychological tantrum is always worse than whatever originally offended you. Look at the mechanics of power. If I can make you angry by simply typing a few words on a screen, I own you. I am your undisputed master. I have bypassed your intellect, bypassed your defenses, and hacked directly into your emotional core. Epictetus, the brilliant Stoic who was born a physical slave, understood that true freedom is internal. His physical body was owned by a cruel master, but his mind remained untouchable. He famously declared, "Any person capable of angering you becomes your master. He can anger you only when you permit yourself to be disturbed by him." Every single time you take the bait, every time you engage in meaningless digital combat, you are voluntarily putting a collar around your own neck and politely handing the leash to your enemies. And who exactly are these enemies? Who are these people you are allowing to dictate your emotional state? They are usually miserable, unfulfilled individuals who are projecting their own internal hell onto the internet. They are emotional vampires. They are drowning in their own inadequacy, and they desperately want to drag you down into the swamp with them so they do not have to feel alone in their misery. When you react, when you defend yourself, when you show them that they successfully penetrated your armor, you are giving them exactly what they want. You are rewarding their pathetic behavior. The absolute worst punishment you can inflict on a person desperately seeking a reaction is total, deafening, unbothered silence. Starve them of your energy. You must realize that your attention and your emotional energy are finite resources. You only have a limited amount of fuel to burn each day before the battery runs out. When you waste it on outrage, you have absolutely nothing left for your own life. You are too exhausted by internet drama to build your business. You are too mentally drained by political arguments to discipline your physical body or cultivate your mind. The system fundamentally wants you angry because an angry, distracted population is weak, divided, and utterly incapable of building anything of lasting value. Your outrage is the ultimate, comfortable distraction from your own lack of personal progress. It is easier to be mad at the world than it is to fix your own life. It is time to build an impenetrable psychological fortress. You must practice the Stoic art of apathy, and not apathy in the modern sense of not caring about anything, but radical, strategic indifference to the things that do not serve you. This is about extreme selectivity. You must look at the noise, the drama, the breaking news, the toxic comments, and the insults, and you must calmly and deliberately say, "This does not belong to me." Let the fools argue. Let the masses tear each other apart over trivial nonsense. Let the digital world burn with its own manufactured, pathetic rage. You will not participate. You will firmly withdraw your energy from the circus. To become truly powerful in the modern world, you must become absolutely untriggerable. You must train your mind to observe chaos without absorbing a single drop of it. When the provocation comes, and it will come every single day, whether it is a direct insult, a frustrating setback, or a manipulative clickbait headline. You must insert a massive wedge of absolute silence between the stimulus and your response. In that exact space of silence lies your ultimate power. In that silence, you refuse to be a puppet. Stop giving away your power to strangers and algorithms. Reclaim your emotional sovereignty if you are ready to drop the exhausting burden of anger and forge a mind of ice and iron. Subscribe to this channel. We are leaving the outraged, manipulated masses behind and building quiet, untouchable empires. Leave a comment below with one specific digital distraction, app, or source of anger you are permanently cutting out of your life today. I will see you in the next one. You are being farmed, you are being harvested every single day, and you do not even realize it. When you open your phone, scroll through your feed, or watch the news, you are not simply consuming information. You are stepping into a highly engineered, multi-billion-dollar psychological trap designed to extract your most valuable, irreplaceable resource, your emotional energy. We are living in the era of the outrage economy. The system has discovered that the absolute easiest way to keep your eyes glued to a glowing glass screen is to make you angry. And so, they feed you a constant, toxic, meticulously curated diet of outrage, political division, and meaningless internet drama. They have successfully turned your anger into their profit, and in the process, they have turned you into a highly predictable, easily manipulated puppet. Think about the sheer, biological absurdity of your daily reactions. You sit alone in your room, physically safe, protected from the elements, yet your heart rate spikes, your palms sweat, and your blood pressure dangerously rises because of a headline you just read. You feel a surge of intense, venomous anger toward an anonymous stranger on the internet who typed a combination of pixels you happen to disagree with. You need to understand what is happening inside your physical body. Evolution gave you the mechanism of anger to fight off wild predators and survive life or death combat. It is a massive, exhausting dump of cortisol and adrenaline. Today, you are using that exact same primal, survival energy to fight cartoon avatars on an app. You are voluntarily destroying your own nervous system, aging your physical body, and poisoning your mind for the entertainment of an algorithm. You spend your mortal, ticking time furiously typing responses, arguing in endless comment sections, and defending your fragile ego against people whose faces you will never see. You think you are defending your profound principles. You think you are showing strength and asserting your dominance. You are not. You are actively handing over the remote control of your mind to a machine. 2,000 years ago, the great Stoic philosopher Seneca recognized this mental sickness and wrote an entire brilliant treatise on it, titled The Iron Anger. Seneca did not mince words, and he did not offer comforting lies. He called anger a brief insanity. He understood that when you allow yourself to become enraged, you completely lose your sovereignty. Your logic shuts down, and the animal takes over. Seneca wrote, "To be angry is to avenge the faults of others upon ourselves." Let that brutal, undeniable truth sink deep into your bones. When someone insults you, or a news story offends you, the external world has merely offered you a provocation. But when you react with anger, you are the one who actively chooses to pick up the poison and drink it. You flood your body with stress. You destroy your own peace of mind. You punish yourself for the stupidity of the world.